I'm Dave First. Here's what you need to know heading into the Bommarito Automotive Group 500. We've reached the time of year where the pace picks up. A stretch of 7 races in 7 weeks where the NTT INDYCAR Series will be on track in 6 of the next 7 weekends. And it begins at the 1.25 long World Wide Technology Raceway. Enter Alex Palou. After his first oval win at the Indianapolis 500, can the dominant series points leader now go back-to-back on ovals? He still has something to prove on short ovals. His best finish here is 4th last year. So does it open the door for everyone else? Let's begin with Josef Newgarden. Clearly, this is Josef's time to shine. The 2-time series champ is a 5-time winner in St. Louis, including a spin and win last year. If anyone's going to make a move, it's him. If Pato Award has eyes on a series prize, now is the time to show it. The Aero McLaren driver sits second in points and returns to Gateway armed with 4 podiums and 2 runner-up finishes. The top step is all that awaits. Is the door open for Andretti Global? The only other team to win a race this year is the one with the silver nose. In fact, they took 2 of the top 3 spots in Detroit and look for even more momentum at the first short track of the season, including Colton Herta, who's made big strides on ovals, including his first win on one at Nashville last year. And just what are we watching with A.J. Foyt racing? Santino Ferrucci with a runner-up finish in Detroit, and David Malukas with a runner-up finish at Indy. And remember, Malukas is must-see in St. Louis, where he already has 2 podiums. By the way, the last time the team had 3 straight podiums, got to go back to 1998 when Kenny Brack won at Charlotte, Pikes Peak, and Atlanta. So a little history on the line this weekend. Throw in Graham Rahal's 300th career start. Sprinkle in how Scott Dixon shines in prime time. A dose of Scott McLaughlin's rise to prominence on ovals, including Team Penske's last win, which came at Milwaukee last year, and any number of other variables on a track that produced a race record 676 on-track passes last year. And Sunday night is sure to be a fitting way to finish a Father's Day weekend. But first, a look back at last year's thrilling Bommarito Automotive Group 500.
St. Louis is one of the great sports towns in America. A hot but beautiful day on the Illinois side of the Mississippi River.
There's 26 drivers that aren't leading this championship, and I believe most of them have come here tonight fired up with a heavy dose of aggro.
All right, boys, gonna be a long race. Let's try and make the most of it. Let's try and win it.
Copy that, Alex. Have a great race, 10 car.
Scott McLaughlin gets a great jump into turn number 1.
He wasn't wasting any time as McLaughlin goes right to the bottom line with the race lead.
Colton Herta, by the way, has already picked up 6 spots on 1 lap.
They were 4 wide at one point.
We got a challenge for the race lead. David Malukas starts to the inside. He'll take the top spot away from Scott McLaughlin.
David Malukas, the 22-year-old from Chicago, is leading this race.
And we've got trouble in turn 2.
Of course, Reed freaking crashed. I think we're okay. I don't know, though.
Newgarden coming through. Can he hang on?
No!
Newgarden going around.
Hey, bud. Nice save.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'll regroup here.
We lost 1 spot here.
Okay.
2 spots, but could be a lot worse. Be all right here. Long way to go.
This could be effectively for the win. Side by side with Taylor. They touch. And
Malukas is in
he
the wall.
goes around. Heavy damage for David Malukas.
Into the wall he goes. Unbelievable.
I braked, I slowed down, I gave him as much room as I could other than the curb, and he gave me a tap, and that was kind of it.
Newgarden really slow to bring him to speed as there's a crash with Rossi in power.
You all right, buddy? You okay? Yes, I'm okay. What the?
But a really, really big blow for Will Power. This is huge for the championship.
Unacceptable, man. What the?
It looks like the pace is a little quicker for Josef Newgarden. He gets to the bottom of the racetrack right away.
For Josef Newgarden, this is going to be win number 31 into the top 10 all time. Josef Newgarden has won in St. Louis.
Man, spin and win.
Oh my gosh, that's your guys' win right there. Thank you.
We needed that one.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. We deserved that one.